Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We're over halfway through the month of November. Is that not crazy? I think that's crazy. You guys, the time is flying and my leaves are blowing all around outside. We had a very blustery, windy day, and I just spent about 25 minutes running the leaf blower. And when I was done, I realized that my arm was shaking from holding the leaf blower for that long. And it must mean that my arm is really out of shape. So I was like, I hope it stops shaking for the live. And it has. So as long as I'm not picking up something, I'm good to go. So, here we are for the Joy of Christmas class, you guys. I'm so excited. We did this class last night in person. We had 15 people here and one person even did a double set of cards. So 16 sets of this class that were made last night. My goodness, the YouTube thing just popped up and I'm good to go. That is exciting news. Cool beans and bagels. You guys, I had been struggling with the YouTube these last couple weeks, so I'm glad I am not struggling anymore. Well, tonight at least. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, everybody, so that we can make sure that it shares the love with other people. When you like the video, it shares it, I think, with others, so that's awesome. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Cindy Runtree. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks, girls, for also sharing. Hi, Gail, Stefan. Hi, Angelique. There's Sandy Wicklander. Both Angelique and Sandy are my Purple Hearts, and so is Carol Lanas, my Purple Heart friends. Hi, Lynn Beasley. There's Connie Moore. Yay. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Elaine. Elaine, you messaged me, and I started to draft a response, and then I thought I better go check to see, and then I got distracted. I'm almost positive that your order of the Meandering Meadow is in and hanging underneath the counter in the mudroom. But I was going to go double check because I'm like, that would be odd that I didn't let you know that. But it doesn't surprise me. It's kind of a blur these days, but in a good way. So Elaine, I will respond to your message, I promise. Hi, Vay. There's Rose. Yay. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Bobby. Bobby, I'm so excited to see you here. Yay. There's Randy as well. Hi, Karen Woods. Hi, Maria. Yay. Hi, Susan. There's Nedra. Nedra, I just replied to your email too. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Feline. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Hi, Barbara Godby. Hi, Dawn Ablett. Yay, there's Karen Stagg. There's Ileana. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Yay, the gang's all rolling in. Fabulous. So a couple things to just talk about quickly before we get going making cards. The seasonal sale. If you guys recall, a few years back, they used to call it Online Extravaganza, and I think they changed it maybe 2 or 3 years ago already. And what it is now is it's way ahead of time. It's not during Black Friday week or Cyber Monday week. Hi, Ann Bellinger. Hi, Linda Scott. Hi, Mary Schreiber. It's just so it's not so crazy and busy over the holidays. They do their, let's say, Black Friday, Cyber Monday type sale. They call it the seasonal sale. Hi, Gwen Goda. Hi, Deanne. Long time no talk. And it was starting on the 14th, which was Tuesday, and yesterday was the 15th, and it goes through the end of the day today, so midnight Mountain Time. They had discounts on inks, papers, and ribbon or embellishments. I can't remember which one. I think if I had to guess, ribbons and not embellishments. And they range from 10, 15, 20% off. You guys, I should know these things, but on the spot, I had to think about what it really is. So, sounds good, Sandy. You're going to make your cards later. No problem. USPS sent it the scenic route. You know, they do that every now and then. Hi, Judy Immel. Thanks for liking and sharing. So the seasonal sale goes through the end of the day today. Wow. Thank you to everybody who placed orders. It was a great seasonal sale. Anybody who placed over a $50 order online with me, I got their name in for the drawing. I think I will also throw in those people. I think there was one person last night that placed an order over $50 too with me in class. I'm going to make sure to put their name in the drawing too. And I guess what we'll do is do that drawing tomorrow morning because people still have through the end of the night tonight to get in on that drawing. So cool stuff. Take advantage of that. Susan got her cards yesterday. Ribbons and trimmings. Okay, thanks, Maria. I appreciate the assist there. I do really appreciate that. So ribbons and trimmings. Okay, perfect. So I need to get one more order yet in tonight. So if you're local to me and need help placing an order and want it to ship to my house, I can always help with that too. Or if you need help having it shipped to your house, I don't mind helping people place orders. All good there. After class, everybody, we're gonna do the drawings. We have mystery card night names. I have 39 people, so we'll do a drawing for 2 people to win a prize for that. I realized on Tuesday that I never pulled the names for the October monthly creative challenge, nor the October class card challenge, nor pulled the top fan names, or did the VIP half off bundle drawing. So we have lots of drawings to do afterwards. Hi, Tony Shaw. And then on top of it, we had 6 people who submitted cards for the Share, Create, Inspire card class that we did last week. So yay. Okay, I printed this off. We're golden as long as we remember to do it. And I look over to the side. We'll see that later. We'll also do a drawing for somebody who placed an order to get this class for free with me by either buying the bundle as their registration or buying anything that valued over the $45 to get the class for free. All right, so seasonal sales going on. Tomorrow, I'm looking at my kit over there. We are going to do a kit class at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be the Best Destination kit that Stampin' Up! Just published or came out with this month. I think that they came out with it maybe on the 7th of November. And so I've got mine here. We're going to put it together as a group in case anybody likes to see things before buying them. If this is your way to see get a sneak peek of it. It usually takes us about an hour to put it together. I don't do alternatives. I just literally open up the box with you, and what we see together is what we get. And I try to show you how neat the kit is or how easy it is to put together. It's called the Best Destination. It has to do with traveling, which is super cool. So you guys, we will be live at 11 tomorrow. Scavenger hunt. I didn't make any progress on them since Tuesday. They are still half graded. If I will pull it together to get them graded and maybe do a little ad hoc scavenger hunt video. Don't worry, to reveal the answers and to announce potential winner. And don't worry if you can't watch that live. It will always be out there as a replay that you can always watch it to get those answers. I've had people asking, when is it going to get graded? When is it going to, because people are excited about it. So they want to know how they did, right? It's like taking a test and then not finding out the answer for a while. So I know I'm killing some people. So hi, Joanne Codd. So that is coming. That has not skipped my radar. It is still there. So I find that when I have multiple classes and trying to plan, you guys, we have the whole next year that we're planning. You guys, if you know me, you know I'm a planner. And if you don't know that, now you know I'm a planner. I love to plan things out and set a schedule. And Tyler is probably one of the things that he dislikes the most about me is that I'm not very spontaneous. I'm like, he wants to go away for the weekend. I'm like, wait, I have classes. I have stuff going on. I have to plan things. I have to have things written down and know what I'm doing. And I know that there are other people like that. And so that's why I create a yearly spreadsheet PDF, which goes January through December. Because I know Sandy Wicklander is one of my girls. She loves to be able to print it off and know when everything is. And then I have people that's overwhelming. So I prepare them the whole year calendar so that one's out there. And then from there, I cut it back and I go based off catalog. So we'll do like a January through April. And then as we get closer to February, March, I take off January and February, and I add on May and June, and we keep it like a 4-month rolling schedule kind of. And so it appeals to people that don't like to be overwhelmed. So that's what we're in the process of. We just got our hands on the new Spring Mini catalog, and we're able to start picking out what the suite classes are going to be for next year, what the Let's Just Stamp, what Rose's technique classes are going to be. And I'm so excited. Next month, we have the Winter Meadow class, which I have the cards here. I can share them with you in case you haven't seen them. But we already picked the Be Mine suite for January for the suite class. It's going to be a suite bundle class, which is, in this case, it's a suite class in January. And yeah, so we're excited about that. We haven't finalized everything yet. So as we get things finalized, there will be a new schedule coming out. My goal is to have it ready by December 1st for everybody. Cindy, that is a really good question. How is Honey doing? She's over the hump, everybody. I was worried. I was very worried on Saturday during onstage at home. We had a party here, a watch party I had about maybe 15 people here. And every 2 hours I was going into the house to check on her. We had been syringing her like with water, like shooting water in her mouth, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 3 full days she wasn't drinking water on her own. We had to force it down her throat basically with a syringe and force her to drink water. Otherwise she would have become very dehydrated. So hi Holly. So she's better now. She has got her ferocious appetite back. She is all over you like glue when you have food nearby. And she is running around here somewhere. She was just sitting on my lap 3 minutes before we went live. And then I had to get up and then she went away. So she is around here, so you might see her. The brothers are doing great too. Tigger has never really changed. She's bigger Tigger and he always does his thing and he's the biggest handball of them all. And Hunky, it took him a solid week after surgery and then he was like back to normal. So all the kittens are good. And I definitely hid the flowers, you guys. My upline Kelly Atchison gave me some flowers. Hi, Mary Lemke. When do we get to see the real catalog? Any idea when we should see them? You mean like the physical copy of the new catalog like this? I bet that there is somebody out there that's watching right now that could probably tell us a day. I know I read something about that if you don't receive it in bulk mail by December 23rd to call Stampin' Up. But I don't remember what day Stampin' Up said they were putting them out in bulk mail. Hi, Julie Hilsman. So I don't know if there's anybody out there that knows the day about when they're being mailed. I would expect them soon. I can't put a day on it. So getting my Christine card making fix. Well, good call. Mary Lemke's here, you guys. I'm so excited. Mary Lemke's joining us. She promoted to silver on Saturday. So she's on my Be Happy Stampers team, and Mary promoted to silver because she had her friend Deb Bowman that joined her team. So exciting. I love it. I love it. And that helped me get even closer to earning the incentive trip. Hunky was stamping last night. That is right. Judy Immel helped me clean Hunky's green ink off of his paw. He stepped right into the green ink pad, and now you'll have that. So Mary promoted to silver last Saturday, and then Michelle Cinto promoted to bronze elite on Tuesday night at like 10:15, and at 10:15 that is what put it over the edge, you guys. I earned the incentive trip in a month and 14 days. And so I have to say this, I'm obligated by Stampin' Up to say that less than 1% of Stampin' Up demonstrators earn the incentive trip, blah, 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 blah. I worked my butt off and I was very fortunate to be one of those 1% to earn this trip. And so you guys, it's actually the Disney trip that is in May of 2025. So I earned it in a month and a half, and that's because you guys are so amazing and your support is always there for me. I have a great team and they've been promoting and qualifying amazing stuff, and the sales that you guys have been giving me for getting classes has been outstanding. So I appreciate all of you guys for helping me earn this trip. I don't do it by myself. It's definitely a team effort. I get to be the lucky one that goes on it, I guess you could say. But I like to share my adventures with you guys when I'm on the trip. So that happened this week, you guys. So Statement of the Heart, we earned that or won that on, it was actually won, I would have to say, because I didn't have to work hard for it yet. Found that out on Saturday. Well, everybody else found it on Saturday, and then the trip. So good stuff. I love it, you guys. We're having fun and rocking it, right? Okay, so I don't know about any other updates that I can think of at the moment. I'll think of them as we go. I do want to do roll call. There are lots of people who supported me with this class. I believe we kitted up 96 sets of these cards. I don't believe, I know, I know. Hi, Lynn Beasley, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. 96 sets of these cards. I want to say I have 10 left, which kind of blows my mind in a good way, in a whatever way, however you want to look at it. I thought they would have been gone. I'm very happy they're not, so that if you're watching this video today or tomorrow or next week, just know that I have kits left, and Rose Coleman, if you're in Canada and you're watching, Rose has about 7 kits left as well. So you can still get this class. We both offer it free with a minimum order, or you can buy the kits straight out, however you want to do it. We don't care. Like, we just love making up. I think we're crazy because we love making up kits and helping you get the cards, like the kits in your hands to make pretty cards. That's really what we love to do. Thanks, everybody. You guys are awesome. But she brings, yes, Mary Lemke is true. I brought her back rocks from Norway and Ireland. That was my deal I made with her, that if I go on a trip, I bring her rocks back. So that's how we do. Like, hey, it's a little inexpensive gift, right? All right. So, oh, thanks. Congratulations to everybody. Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. So I'm going to do roll call. I do my roll call. I've done this from the very first live I've ever done with a class because I like to give a shout out to anybody and everybody who takes this class with me because I appreciate their support. They're buying my kits from me and they're the reason I'm doing online classes. You guys, if you're doing like watching via YouTube and you don't get the kits from me, you get to watch because I kit up and people buy my classes from me. So I never charge for YouTube live class, right? And people ask me that, do you charge for your classes? No, at this moment, they're all public. You guys, I just love teaching and inspiring. And I open that up to everybody, but I do like to do my roll call so that everybody knows who's on my list here that got kits. Jenna Helms, Jeannie Parker, Sherry Everett, Angela Knudsen, and it's quite the list today, you guys. Just like you're gonna get it on Monday. There's 96 people for Monday night. Oh, Shirley Malarkey, Donna Grushke, Sandy Wicklander, Janice Ormiston, Karen Stagg, Sue Spigner, Carmen Melendez, Linda Scott, Ileana Viquez, Laurel Smaglick, Lori Baxter, Bonnie Kemen, Carla Lake, Christy Wiltshire, Laura Sullivan, Elizabeth Hutto, Vicky Rodriguez, Shirley Vanderblumer, Pat Fleming, Lisa LaFramboise, Karen Woods, Susan Bellamy, Susan Ray Hendricks, Faye Godby, Feline Mays, Cheryl Thomas, Sarah Mitchell, Sharon Roosh, Deanna Stell, Chris Dudarenki, Karen Wetstein, Nedra Dover, Angelique McClendon, Leslie McMinn, Joanne Kahn, Dika Milado, Connie Moore, Melody Miller, Barbara Godby, Gwen Patrashek, Lynn Beasley, Carmen Sanders, Darrell Hoffaker, Linda Hunt, Barb Freund, Tundra Hudson, Suzanne Neild, Becky Gandolfo, Patty Wilger, Sarah Merchant, Helen Chase, Chris Niebaum, Cheryl Reed, Elaine Rebeck, Sherry Martin, Vera Anderson, Debbie Gast, and then Christy did another one. So Christy's on the list twice, I think. So I also want to give a big shout out. When we do these suite classes, I offer a little promotion. If somebody actually purchases the specific bundles for the class, so in this case, it's Joy of Noel or Christmas Classics, if they purchased one of those bundles and purchased it as their registration for this specific class, they got a half a pack of the designer series paper from me. It's a little extra thing that I've been doing, I don't know, since I started this class back 3 years ago, that if somebody liked the bundle suite class that I actually picked, that they liked that bundle enough to buy the bundle as their registration for class, I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Here's some paper, right? So I would like to give Donna Grushke, Bonnie Kemen, Carla Lake, Laura Sullivan, Shirley Vanderblumer, Sarah Mitchell, and Angelique McClendon, Barbara Godby, Carmen Sanders, Darrell Hoffaker, and Joyce Cornick. All of those girls bought one or the other bundle from me as their specific registration for this class and all got a half a pack of that DSP. Boom, I love it. So a way that I can give back to those people who like the things that I like. So I also have 26 people that placed orders to get this class for free. So we'll do a drawing later on for those 26 people that did that, so we can do a drawing. Now, Rose has a couple people in Canada that also took this class with her, and her roll call, I'm going to do it, I'm just pulling up her message here, Sophia Maria, as well as Gail Stefan. And then she also wants anybody to know that if you're in Canada and you still want to get this class, she has 7 kits available to come out for dance class. Yay! So Laura, I get you for a little bit then. Okay, so we did these cards last night. We had like 15 people here, and I felt like a ping pong on a ping pong table that was played by the masters. And I was like boom, 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 back and forth. Normally we work in groups of 4 because each table has 4 chairs. And so there were 4 cards. Each table has 1 card, and it's kind of like cohesive. Well, everybody worked in pairs last night, and so it was 8 small groups, and everybody was on different cards, and it was a hot, like chaotic mess of good mess, always good, of trying to figure out who was where and how and when and why. And I think Judy was there last night. I think it went very smoothly, but in my head it was a lot to keep up with everybody. So I'm very happy that we had a good, successful class, and we've got a good class with you guys tonight. I want to show you what this suite is all about. So if you have your little mini holiday catalog, it's called Joy of Christmas. It's on page 28 to 29, 30, let's see here, it's back here. It's called Joy of Christmas is the suite. So that's why when there's a suite that we work with this class, we call it the name of the suite. But there are 2 bundles in here, and they're actually called Joy of Noel and Christmas Classics. And so this is what Christmas Classics looks like. Hi, Mimi. And then this is what Joy of Noel looks like. And they each have dies that go with them. I think I have them here. Let me just take a second and grab them. See if I have them here. Maybe not. No, they're not there. They're somewhere else. They're probably upstairs. Okay, so, but the dies are cool. We did use this particular die when we did the Wounded Warrior card making benefit, and I was told by, oh, it went really good. Good. I was told by Anna, who did all the die cutting, to never use that die again. Apparently, like that die, when you cut it 100 times, it gets that, like the paper doesn't want to come out. So I told her I would not use that die in designing any of these cards. And so that's why that die wasn't used. And we used that one twice, actually. But they're so cool. If you do get these sets, they do complement each other very nicely. They're actually, the full spread here shows the actual big stamped images and the dies down here on the bottom. And then in this suite, I got one of these in today. This was the Loose Holly Gems and Sequins. Debbie bought them because they go so well together. They sure do. So this just came in. I didn't even have it here for class last night. So we ended up, on this card right here, we ended up using diamonds, and that's what everybody got in your kit. And it's kind of hard to see them, but there are diamonds there. We did this card originally with the Autumn Creative Escape. So if you did the escape with me, you might recognize this card from here. And that's where everybody during the escape got a prize patrol. They got the pot of loose gems and hollies in their prize patrol. So you guys, if you want to save the diamonds or rhinestones and use them for something else, you could always pull your prize patrol out and use these instead. Connie's still trying to decide if she wants to order them. Well, you don't have a long time to make that decision because the last chance is going to be starting soon. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I did, in case you don't know this, I have a website. It's called cardsbycrispy.com. And on my website, I have a blog and news, newsletters and files section, and I just put this out there. I put the holiday mini catalog carryover list, and I put the holiday mini catalog last chance list. So if you guys click on that, it will take you into a file, and you can download it to your phone, or you can put it on your computer, you can print it, you can send it to yourself, but on here, it has the item, like a Walk in the Forest DSP, and it's $12.50 and it's not on sale. Where like there are some things like the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil sheets are on 10% off. So that's out on my website at the moment. Like if you have somewhere else that you have access to, if you're a demonstrator, you have access to it on your demonstrator profile. But if you want to get it from cardsbycrispy.com, it's one of my files here. So I did want to tell you that. We are going to do a last chance walkthrough in a moment, not in a moment, like next week sometime probably. But good call. So Connie, you have a little time to decide. You might wait too if it's some things are on sale. You might wait to see if you can get it on sale, but if you don't want to take the risk, you might not. I guess that's a completely up to you question. But that's what's up with the loose holly gems. So everybody, we're going to do diamonds in this class. The other thing too is I opted to use the red ribbon in this one, where on this card, you guys, during the escape, everybody got the coral ribbon and we colored it red. And so that's a slight variation. Otherwise, generally the same card. But that's where these loose holly and gems come in. Then there's some black and very vanilla gingham ribbon. Now, you're probably wondering, well, she didn't use that on any of the cards. I didn't, because these are white. This ended up being white. This maybe could have gotten pulled in, but I felt like the pecan pie ribbon felt like it matched better. And then this maybe could have worked, but I really liked the gold with vanilla and the wavy trim. And I'll be honest, I couldn't figure out where to use this. And so I do get a check mark as a bad check mark that I didn't actually even use the sweet ribbon in the sweet cards, but I think you guys can forgive me. It's okay, right? There's other things to worry about. So that is part of it. And there is one in the annual catalog that's white and black. And so this one is the vanilla and black. Then there's two designer papers. One is the specialty. The specialty is like it's white on one side and then like foily on the other side. And we use that, like this card right here uses two of the patterns here and some of the die cuts are used. And then they have their, oh, look at that. There is a music note that snuck out. A little sneaky guy. So let's put that back in here. Yep, I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to put it right back in here. And Judy said the diamonds looked good too. Oh, the other thing too, if you do want, you could always color your diamonds with a red blend if you wanted. So if you guys didn't notice, if you did not notice, what was I going to say? I got distracted by Becky's comment about the Oh Holy Night DSP is discontinued. It must be gone for good. Yeah, so about that, I accidentally ordered a couple extra packs of that because I didn't realize I ordered some. So if anybody's needing Oh Holy Night DSP, I was planning to ship it back to Stampin' Up. So maybe talk to me. I just don't know how much shipping would be. That's the thing, because it's 12 by 12 paper. But all right, so the paper here got used too. We used at least every sheet at least once, either the one side or the other side. The other thing about, oh, we were talking about the diamonds. You could color them with a Stampin' blend if you wanted to make them red, no problem. Yeah, all right. So good stuff, you guys. So that's in the mini catalog. Next month, just so you guys know, I'm going to catch you now here while we're on this. The Winter Meadow is what's next month, page 36. So I'll just show you. This is the spread for next month, the sweet class. And I might as well just take 30 seconds and show these to you. This is what we have for you for next month. You only need a sentiment. The die cutters are going to die cut all that for you. And then a sentiment and something here. Now, if you don't have the blueberries, you'll get a little piece of white paper and you can stamp whatever you want on it, or you could probably get by without even putting it on. But there's that one. And this one you need a sentiment because this is all designer paper. So a sentiment. And then this one, you'll need a sentiment and then something to stamp in the background here. This is the stamp from the stamp set, but it could be trees too, or some other foliage thing. Yeah, Froggy. Yep, he was from a paper pumpkin, I think. So that's, you guys, you can start getting signed up for this. I believe we already have about 40 people signed up. I think we're planning for 72. So we're over half full already with that class, you guys. So you might reach out to me soon if you want to make sure you get your name on the list for that class. All right. So that's what we're doing for the bundles. And these are the cards we're going to be making now that we got here finally. The Froggy. Yeah, he was a cutesy pie. All right. And Faye got ordered today, got hers ordered. Good. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If you didn't get the memo yet from a friend, like phoning a friend, a lot of the sequins, the gems, the embellishments, the ribbons are all back. So like the silver and white ribbon, the loose holly gems, all that stuff has been cleared out. So if you were somebody who's waiting for that stuff, now is the time to get those orders in. And you could always add some things from the seasonal sale. So, I could do no wrong. Okay, I like that. All right, so these are the 4 cards we're going to be making. Trying to figure out which one we want to start with. Let's start with this one because I don't have it in any plastic. Let's see which one that is. It's this guy. All right, so let's set these over here. And so when you get a kit from me or a card, like a class from me, generally everything comes in an envelope like this, and then all your bits and parts you just pull out. And the great thing about it is you typically consume absolutely everything in the card and you don't have anything really left over, no waste. And so with this kit, you're gonna have a cherry cobbler square that goes onto a crumb cake. You'll have the die cut. So this is a die cut from this bundle. So there's that. You'll have a little distressed gold leaf that's already cut for you. And I cut the ribbon here, I believe, into 2 sections, or you might have one long one. I can't remember exactly what we did, I'm thinking we did 2 like this because you have enough to go across like that for the one, and then with the other one, you just make an overhand knot like this. So you put the tail through the loop, and then as you pull it, you just make sure that, try to make that look nice and pretty. So that's called an overhand knot. That's gonna go on the side here, so that's ready to go. You should have 2 pieces of designer series paper. This is actually the specialty one and then one of the other ones. And you'll have a piece of, call it it's like, it covers up the seam. It's embossed with the distressed gold, distressed tile embossing folder. Hi, Janice. The Bear Suite is back in stock now. Very good. Yes, and that's because those glitter sequins came in. Yep, the glitter sequins came in. I know that the star trinkets went out right away, so that means that, can we bring stuff for your sale? Yes, Michelle Stark, I'll have to reply to you. We have a used stamp sale next weekend, guys. So what you can do with this is take your bone folder and burnish it like that, so that you have a nice crisp edge, like that. And what we can do, nothing got cut out of the back of the mat here. Isn't that nice, right? So we can do a little bit of gluing. We're gonna glue these 3 things, and there's also this cherry cobbler. We could glue that as well. So exciting news. I had a beginner's class today in person, my first beginner's class that I've done in probably 3 years, if I have to say. I used to do a beginner's class at the senior center back in 2016, 2017. And you guys, a lot of my beginners became out of the beginner world. They moved past the beginner world, and I was having less and less attendance. And so we focused on everything but beginner stuff. And I'm so excited because I'm kind of partnering with a guy named Ryonen. It's not Ryan like the traditional Ryan. It's Ryonen. He owns a restaurant here in town called 1111 Burgers and Beignets. And we're working together to have new customers come to him and new customers come to me. So you guys, this is just at the point where it barely covers both of those. But it's the reason that this was cut at 2 inches and this was cut at 2 inches because you got 6 on a column. And on a 12 by 12, that gave you 12. And then this little red arm, it basically covers that up so that you wouldn't know that like where they actually meet. So I had my first beginner's class today at 1 o'clock and it went till about 3. So it was really good. I had 4 people that had never stamped before. Oh my gosh, you guys remember what it was like to stamp the very first time? You guys, if this goes over just a little bit, grab your scissors and just trim off that little bit of extra. I'd rather have it too long than too short. So can you remember what it was like the first time you put that stamp into the ink pad and then onto the paper? And I just was like, their eyes lit up when they stamped it and it actually looked really good. And they just were like, oh my gosh, this is cool. So cool. All right, once you have the DSPs and the ribbon, this on, you're gonna do your ribbon next because you wanna make sure you get your ribbon down before you put this mat onto the base. So what I would do is put 2 pieces of tear and tape on the back. One girl was absolutely loving the Take Your Pick tool. She used the Take Your Pick tool for everything she possibly could. I love it. Her name is Dawn, and she learned how to like pick it up like that. She learned how to pick up the embellishments with it. She's like, this was like the most amazing tool. So super cool. So what you're gonna do is grab your crumb cake ribbon here, and that goes right in the middle. So the reason we put the tear and tape on the back and have it ready is all you have to do is now from the front here, my hand is shaking from the leaf blower, wow. You just like line this up from the front, and once you have it lined up, you just take your tail and flip it over, just like that. And you could leave it like that, but I have found sometimes this has a way of becoming detached from the tear and tape, and then it works its way out of the card. And so by making your tear and tape sandwich, it helps to really secure the ribbon nicely back there. And then I just take a little bit of glue like this and put that around the edge, and that will go, make sure you keep that at the top if that's where you want it. This goes right over the top of our card base. So we're getting there. We're getting some structure here. All right, so we could probably do a little stamping at this point. I should show you guys. So I actually had 3 card kits left because I made 8 sets of cards. I had 4 people and I made one with them. So I actually have 3 sets of cards left, and it's 2 cards. And what I think I might do, I got to figure out what I'll do with these cards. I think I should use them in a way that to thank people for orders or what, you know, because generally people always get a class for their orders, but I got to figure out what to do with the extra kits. Instead of just making them up, I should figure out a way. I thought about, do I just put a price on them or what do I do? Because there's only 2 cards. So we're inking up with cherry cobbler. I'm thinking that out loud. Can you tell? I'll figure out something. All right. So Noel, I would stamp that first. So I'm actually going to stamp on the back first. I want to see how good my ink pad is. Make sure that it's inked up really good. You use yours more and more, Debbie said. And Holly loves her take her pick tool. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm good with that. So we'll ink up. I did it on the back to kind of practice. They did good. I'm so proud of the girls that had class today. They're so excited. We already put a date on the calendar for next month, and we already are mapping out every once a month for next year. Yep, because we're crazy like that. All right, then we need to grab the Joyous Noel, or sorry, the Joyous. So the Joyous, I did see this online. I didn't come up with this by myself. I was scrolling through Pinterest and I saw somebody stamp Joyous in the middle of the Noel. I can't remember who it was, but I can't take credit for thinking about that or thinking that up, but it does fit there perfectly. So that pops down, and then for your Joyous, kind of fits, that J fits between the N and the E here, and then the Joyous, the Y kind of drops down. You put it right about there. So we've got Joyous Noel. And then on our inside, we are going to do Peace on Earth. Why not? All right, so grab your, oh, is that what I'm missing, a white inside? I must be. Yes, okay. Okay, one moment, please. I need to grab a white mat. Okay, so this is Peace on Earth, Goodwill to Men, or Tidings of Comfort and Joy. But we'll do Peace on Earth. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. Oh, you're making plans already for next year. I love it. All right, so we're going to do this a little bit to the left because I have the big foliage thing down here. All right, so there's that. And now I'm just going to grab a scrap-a-roni. We're going to put that here. So that's it for the red. So I'm curious, how many of you guys are planners like me and you can't wait to see, get the dates for everything. So we won't have the names of all the classes from May through December because we don't have the new annual catalog for next year. We don't have the mini catalog for next year. We only have the spring, right? So what I do though is my skeleton calendar, and I put together like all the dates out for Let's Just Stamp is here. The Escape is here. We're doing a new event next year called Stampin' Fun in the Sun. That'll be in June. It'll be open to customers and demonstrators. I think we're going to do something called a Friday Fun Day once a quarter where people can come and have access to the hive here. And we'll play games and stamp and all that good stuff. Here's that. I gotta figure out bunko yet. Melanie Foy, I've just got to reach out to her yet. We're going to try to put a bunko on the calendar, I think, too. All right. So that was stamping. Now, if you want to color this in, you're welcome to. I think it would be pretty colored in. I don't want to do it though. I didn't do it on this, and it's okay not colored in, but if you have your markers handy and you'd like to bedazzle that up with a little bit of coloring, you could definitely go for it. All right, so let's set that off. Now the white is going to get popped up. This is going to get glued. So let's grab these dimensionals here. We'll just pop those up with 4 of them. In the back of this, we're going to put 4 back here as well. So that's ready to go. Get all these off too. And grab the liquid glue and put some on the back of our white mat. Sarah's a planner. Your husband can't stand it. So that is the same with me. Like, I love to plan. If Tyler could say to me, I want to go away for a weekend in like a month, I want to do 3 days somewhere, I'd be like, cool, let me pull up my calendar. Let's get it in there. But if he comes to me and says, I want to do something this weekend for 3 days, I'd be like, sorry, I already have plans. Debbie said her sister and you do Fun Friday. I love it. So I was talking with Cheryl Taylor. She's on my team. She lives down in Florida at the moment. And she said that she got in with a Stampin' group down there. And they do a Friday fun day. And she was telling me all about it. And I'm like, oh, I feel like that's something we need to do up here in Wisconsin. So I'm like, how do they do it monthly down there. I'm like, I don't think I can fit a monthly Friday fun day into my schedule for people. I feel like I could at least plan it once a quarter. I think we could make that happen and do like cater in some food. And I'm putting a glue dot on the back of the little leaf here. I think I'm going to do 2 of them. Feline's a planner too. Hi, Hilda now. All right, and Debbie's, oh, you use yours more and more. You're talking about the take your pick tool. So what we're doing is sticking the little stem thing behind and having our leaf kind of hanging off the edge over here. And then we are gonna grab some more glue dots. So the hardest thing about doing my class today is the whole mindset of what did I forget? What did I forget? This whole like taking everything and going to a foreign location. It wasn't a foreign location, but off-site location. What did I forget? What did I forget? So I put a glue dot down right there, and I'm going to put my knot right into the glue dot. Now, this is not sturdy enough or strong enough for me. So I am going to take another glue dot with my pokey tool, and I'm going to go for the assist and stick a glue dot right underneath that. I should have done that earlier, but now that's good, but it's still not enough. We're going to grab another glue dot, and we're going to put it right underneath here. That will help hold that a little more, and we're going to do one more for good measure. They used to call me the glue dot queen. I don't know if they do anymore, but there. Now that's pretty much set. Then we can grab our ribbon scissors and trim our ribbon tails as we want them. So maybe something like that one and that way. So this ribbon comes in a combo pack, and the combo pack, or the other half of it, is actually this, which is perfect because we used part of the ribbon on this card and the other pack for that card. And then with this, because those loose hollies were done, like the loose hollies would look cool on here, like if you add some green or add some red berries, but we didn't have them. So we went with festive pearls for some cards, and we went with diamonds for the other cards. So this one actually uses some gold pearls. And what we're going to do is put 3 of them on, and that's where the putty end comes. And we're going to put one right there on our ribbon, and then I'm going to put 2 hanging out together here near the bottom. A Friday, a fun day. Yeah, a Friday fun day. So, so Cheryl was telling me all about it, and I took lots of good notes, and I'm like, okay. So it's providing a space for people to come and craft and work on whatever they want to work on, and including a lunch, including a little baby goodie bag, a couple make and takes, like small, like maybe 3D projects or small make and takes that people can do at their own leisure. And I'm going to Stella the ribbon, I think, here. They can come work on whatever and I'd also open it up that I have archives of lots of stuff. So I would make it that people could use my stamps, like as long as they get cleaned and put back okay, right? So that would be cool. And then like I have lots of dies, all that good stuff. Yeah, we did an inside. Look at that. How was that? That wasn't so crazy, right? Very lovely. Definitely love the layout for this one. I will be honest, this was the last card that got designed of the 4, and I was on the struggle bus with it the night before, and I went to bed looking at Pinterest, and I came up with DSP on the top, DSP on the bottom, arm through the middle, joy, like one little leaf coming out. I woke up thinking like, this is how I want to do this. And so it came out really easy. I love it. So very pretty, pretty. All right, so there's one done. Good job. Nice, easy layout. We could have done this one at Burgers and Beignets. I think they could have handled this. The girls went from making no cards they got 2 cards under their belt in no time flat. All right, let's make this one next. So this one, we've got Season's Greetings on the outside, but there are two stamps that are actually the long skinny sentiments. One says Making Spirits Bright, like that, and the other one says Season's Greetings. And again, if you don't have these stamps, figure out what other long skinny sentiment you would have and go with it. But we'll do, I think we're gonna do Season's Greetings, and that would be this one right here. And, oh, look at this. I got another card to show you. This was a swap card that Jill Butzine made, and she was part of the team swap party on the weekend, and I got her card a little bit late, but I wanted to share it with you. So there she's got Making Spirits Bright. She used Pretty Peacock with some of the tartan foil paper. Here's that die with the Noel and a little Lost Lagoon bow. So, yay! I meant to show this one to you guys, and now, oh, and she's even got all of her stuff on the back here. So, good job, Jill. Okay, let's put that over here and keep her moving. All right, so same concept here. We have a strip of DSP for the top and the specialty paper for the bottom. They meet in the middle and are overlapped by what I call the sacrificial lamb that helps cover the seam to provide that buffer between the two DSPs. You have a white piece for your inside. You'll have the foliage piece. It does get cut out of the middle of this mat right here. All right, paper saving at its finest. All right, so you might need to, depending on what piece you got, you might have to pop out some of these little parts, no problem. If you ever get it where it doesn't want to pop out, you could take your paper snips and kind of just help a little bit if it needs it. But my die cutters try to do the best job they can getting everything die cut for you. And I would like to call out Tammy Sokolik and her mom did all the die cutting with Karen Forward. Karen Wetstein helped me cut all the designer paper, and then any embossing was done by Rhonda Ayers. So my team helped me out big time on these. So let's fold our card base like this. Grab the bone folder. Burnish it. So remember, this card is horizontal. Got to keep them horizontal. And you have to be very careful gluing. If you take and glue the back of this and put this down on here, you're going to end up with glue in the holes. We don't want that. So we're going to take our glue and do the top of this mat. So this is the top. And I'm going to just go around the edge here, not too close. I don't want it to ooze out. And we're going to start with this, and I don't know if there's really a direction to this paper, so maybe figure out which way you like it the best and set it right down into here. And you want the top and the left and the right to match. Okay, so there's that. And now take this one, and hopefully, I suppose, I trust that I cut these correctly, and I bet Karen Wetstein cut them spot on, but you could always double check your widths and make sure that they're identical before you glue them on, because if you have to pull them back up and recut them, that's not as easy. But I trusted the system here and it matched good. And then what you're going to do is take your sacrificial lamb piece here and go right down like that. Pick that up. And now this goes, if you can, right in the center. If you need to grab that ruler out, go ahead. If it's a little short, it's not the end of the day, because it's shaded spruce and shaded spruce on each side. If you need to get out here and be like, oh, this is 1 3/4 inches, that's 1 3/4 inches, life is good. Perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing with our tear and tape and make our little tear and tape sandwich. So put a piece of tear and tape on each side there, and I'm going to have 2 sitting here waiting in the wings. And what you can do here is pick that off, pick that off. Now here's the pretty satin red ribbon, right? And that can go right over the top. Again, I'm going to look at it from the top. I'm going to get it as straight can be in my eyes. And then from the top, I'm going to flip my tail over, and then I'm going to flip that tail and secure it. We were doing tear and tape sandwiches with the girls today too. I taught them all about that lingo. All right. Then we're ready to now put glue. Hi, Shelly D'Arcy. We're going to put our glue along the back here. Like that. And put the pretty foliage on the top and then the little pattern plaid on the bottom. Do you guys, there was a set from 3 years ago, I think, that was called plaid trees or plaid tiding. It was a tree punch. That DSP reminds me, it was a little 6x6 foil pack of Christmas papers. That's what this pattern looks like it came from. Okay, this, what we can do is Stella. I would Stella this. Why not? We're going to, so a Stella pen. Oh, you guys, we did splattering with Stella with my beginners today too. I was just so like, they did a good job. And I asked them at the end, was it overwhelming? And they're like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, oh, good. So we did Stella with splattering. So if you're new to me here watching too, and you don't know what Stella is, it's a glitter pen. And it puts a little bit of sparkle and shine into your life and your card making. And you can dip into ink with it and then make it different colors. All right, so we've got a little Stella around the edges. So what we can do now is grab our dimensionals. And you know, I think I might use dark ones here. And okay, here's what I really want to do. So there's ribbon through the middle here. And this is going to ride over the top of it. And I really, this, especially with this card right here, this braided linen trim was really tall. We actually cut a track. We made a track. And what do I mean by that? Let's grab our glue scissors and we're gonna take and cut the end of this off like this. And, or a channel, we can call it a channel. We could go like that. I ran out of Scotch tape when wrapping Christmas, so I used Terran tape. Worked, but don't recommend. It took forever. I definitely believe that. And then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna grab that end and hey, girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. All right, and then I think I'll grab one wee little one for the side there. And, oh, the other thing that's exciting right now that's happening is for those that want to go to the onstage conference in Houston, or I think there's 2 other locations in the world, you could get registered for that. And I got registered to go to Houston and super excited. A bunch of people on my team got registered as well. Some friends got registered. I think we could do that on Tuesday. All right, I just centered it left to right. And then I think I'm just going for it centered on my track here, but I think we're down a little bit too low. So I'm gonna bring it up a hair like that. All right, so that's perfect. So good deals. Now I think we need to do a little stamping. I bought us enough time. Let's do our stamping. So we need to do our sentiment and we're gonna use Cherry Cobbler for that. Thanks, Elaine Rebeck. All right, so Season's Greetings is what I want to go for here. So let's Inky Dinky do. They did really good with the tap, tap, tap as well. Nobody squished the block in the ink pad. Nobody made me cry. And I didn't make them cry. But you know, it's cringeworthy when you watch somebody push really hard into an ink pad. And you're like, no, don't do it. Okay, Season's Greetings. That goes right about there. Perfect. They also asked about why the paper sticks to the photopolymer block. They asked good questions. It was really nice. All right, so there's our Season's Greetings, and then Tidings of Comfort and Joy. That will go, and I think I put that also over to the right, or to the left a little bit. Oh no, Shelly said she lost her job, and sad face, and you think Houston is out of the budget right now. I'm so sorry to hear that, Shelly. Hi, Trudy Stinson. So I'm curious, you guys, when is the last day that we can sign up for Onstage? Is it sometime in the new year, or is there a deadline that's this year? I don't remember what the last day of registration is. And you never know what happens in the near future. All right, so there's our Tidings of Comfort and Joy. La 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 la. And then we're gonna grab Shaded Spruce. So there's 2 different leaves, or foliages, I guess you could use. One is the bough one and one is the holly one. So pick whichever one you like. So losing a job is a hard thing. I have done that. I have lost my job. I have gotten fired for political reasons, which at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You still get fired. But the minute I walked out of the building, I called my mom. She was the first person I called, and she said, good riddance. That job was stressing you out. You had too many employees. I had 26 employees working for me. I couldn't, it was overwhelming, and they wanted more and more and more. And my mom said to me, you hold your head up high and you go on to the next thing. And like things are, you have to look at things as blessings in disguise. It's all a matter of perspective. I think I'm going to do one more dark one on here just to see. I got to re-ink this ink pad is what I'm thinking, but we're going to do one more there just to kind of fill in our little bow action over there. But I honestly believe, and my mom has taught me this, you always got to think for the positive. Good things happen. They usually come, it usually happens, comes around, blessings in disguise, and you don't know why it happened, but you know, hopefully in the future something comes back and says, well, because of this, this happened. So it's not the end of the world, right? Nobody died, nobody got hurt physically. My mom always kind of puts things in perspective. So that little glue goes over here, and that goes right on the front, and then our white one, our inside, will go here. Thanks, Elizabeth. A nice, easy layout as well. Just like this. So yeah, I called her. I never cried once then. I was just about ready to to let that sadness set in, and my mom's like, you're so good that you're gone. And she just kind of whipped me back around and said, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. You'll find something, and I did. I took some time off, and I actually spent a year that I got to spend time with my parents, my family, traveling, doing things. It was good. It was stress was out of my life. So, all right, you guys, bring in those diamonds. Diamonds are forever, ever, ever. All right, pick tool. I mean, this was 2012, I'm talking. So this was way before I was even a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. All right, so I gave everybody, hi, yes, my mom is a wise woman. You are right, Christy. I gave everybody a strip of diamonds, if I'm not mistaken, or some up to 9 or 10. I can't remember how many exactly, but I know I gave you at least 4 big, 2 big ones, 2 medium ones, and then small ones. So I'm going to use the same amount here on the front of this. And I think I'm just going for the clear ones. If you guys want, you could color them. I'm going to go for that guy over here. There's actually one on the front here. Let's see if we can use this. I like using up these random ones. So the bigger spots, I used the bigger ones, and then the smaller ball things, we'll use smaller ones. Okay, and there's one I see right here yet. There. Oh, and there's one. Right when you think you're done, there's more. So right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I gave everybody 10. That would be my guess. But if you don't like odd numbers, maybe you have another one at home that you need to put on. You could do that too. You could always add some over here on the side too if you wanted. Yes, good advice. My mom is a smart, wise lady. She is. I'm very fortunate. Take some time off and relax. I was a temp, and so the assignment ended. I'm kind of happy about it. Okay, good. Move on to other things. Exactly. Stay positive. Stella. We did our Stella-ing already. So look at that. Just like that, we got another card done. Yay. All right, and we've got our inside glued in. All's good. All right, let's move that one off to the side. And we're gonna pull in, oh, I think we're gonna do this one next. Let's get this one done. He was a struggle. You needed to have a friend with you. We did the whole buddy thing last night, so you had to have a buddy to help you with holding your ribbon while you tied a bow. But we're gonna use a tweezers. All right, so the other card had Peace on Earth. Now we're gonna use the deck the halls. We're gonna put the holly, not the holly, I saw Holly's name. The foliage down here, the bow thing. Let's grab our kit and see what we've got going on in here. Okay, we have a lot of vanilla gold ribbon. I think there's about 10 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't want you to be on the struggle bus with making bows. You have a little bit of wavy trim here. Now, there were a couple people that opted not to use this, and they didn't want the bulkiness of it going around their bow. Because I will tell you, that this does increase the height a little bit when you put this wavy trim in here. If you're going to hand deliver it, no problem. But if you are going to mail this, you got to be careful because this might be over 1/4 inch with the bump. Then in your kit, you're going to have 2 foliages that are die cut out of vanilla, or the white and gold. And then you're going to have 2 foliages that are cut out. They're brown on the back and then the green on the front. And we're using the greens. So that's those are DSP right there. Oh, very good. See, Maria, and that's perfect. You lost your job, but your husband got a promotion. So it kind of worked itself out. That's awesome. All right, then you have some strips of designer paper. These are both specialty pages. And then you have a vanilla piece for the foliage. You have a smaller, don't confuse these. I need to let you guys see this. The vanilla that mats on the cherry cobbler is for the top of the card. And the bigger vanilla is for your inside. Don't mix the two up, please. You're going to fold your card base on the score line. All right, yours are already done, but just burnish it then. Hi, Melody Miller. Better late than never. So happy that you're here now. You can always watch these 2 and then go back and watch the other 2. Thanks, Tony Shaw. Okay, I think what we are going to do, we're going to do our stamping on this one first. We're going to do the opposite of what we've been doing. But that's okay. So on this one, we've got the foliage thing in the corner. So grab back your shaded spruce ink. You could use garden green too if you wanted. You don't have to use shaded spruce. But we're going to stamp first strength and then second strength. And then I'm going to ink up again, and I think I'm going to do another one. By doing a couple or a few of them, it makes it look a lot more full. Perfect. Then I think that's it for green. We're going to grab the cherry cobbler, and we're going to do deck the halls with boughs of holly. Yep, I won't sing the rest. And then that's more to the left. So you still have room to write your love note. And we still need the red ink. We're going to do tidings of comfort and joy is right here. In the bottom right-hand corner. Right down here. Gonna tuck it in here. Like that. Then we need to stamp with early espresso. You had a little scrap of vanilla, and you want to stamp this one, which is, we're actually doing some coloring tonight. We haven't colored much lately with blends, but we did bring the blends out for this because the shaded spruce and the cobbler match it perfectly. Yes, you definitely could see this tutorial in your future. Yeah, so speaking of that, now that once the live is done, I get the YouTube link from the live and I insert that into my PDF. Well, I should say I put it into the Word document, and then I make it a PDF, and then I put this out there. It'll be by tomorrow morning, or maybe tonight, depending if I go on my computer right away. I usually save that out to my online store so that you guys could purchase this. And then what I'll do is when I do a Facebook post saying that you can catch the replay, I've been trying to put a link for the purchasing the PDF. All right, so that's what we have there. We will be grabbing the machine out here to do a little die cutting. We're going to die cut this. But before we do that, I think we're going to do some splattering. This is what I showed the gals in class, my beginner's class, how to do that splattering today. We do need paper. So let's grab that. And there's a block here that already has some ink on it. I need to go grab my aqua painter. So one moment, please. Okay, so that's dried up, but there's still ink on there. And I'm not all about cleaning it off when I can reuse that. So I'm just putting a drop of water right on there to rehydrate that ink. And then I'm gonna grab my Stella pen and my bone folder. You could use scissors. Thanks, Rose. So I'm gonna just drag into there to get some of that color. And then you take and splatter. So I tap the Stella pen Yeah, I think, oh, you can kind of see it. Just tap it. You could use a scissors too, but just get a little color. Oop, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, good. I'm so happy, Shelly. So that's what we did. We just added a little Stella splatter. Now, what it does is it makes it so it's not so stark vanilla or white. It actually like decorates the background a little bit. Oh, that didn't really work. So let's go like that. Perfect. And I clean up my Stella so that the next time I go to use it, it's not all red. The reason I added water is because my Stella pen isn't the juiciest, and so by adding the water right to the block, it gets the water in there that you need. Okay, so we're gonna set that over there. Cool, cool. Let's move these over here, back there. Now, we have to do a little gluing. So this little bit of gold wood grain kind of sneaks out the bottom. There's a cleft note. I think that's what that is. And that's how I know that this is how it needs to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little line of liquid glue on the bottom edge. Figure out what you want to see more of. Do you want to see like that, or do you want to see like that? I think I want to see it like this. I think there's about a 1/4 inch showing. And so I picked up, and I'm going to try to make sure this is flush on this side, as much gold showing consistently down, and then make sure you're over here. And if you need to trim anything, now's your time, you can. Or you could trim it once it's on the vanilla piece. So now we're going to take and put this onto the top of this vanilla splatter. So there you go. Some of that's getting covered up, but that's okay. We're going to put this. I'm going to make sure like this is flush here. My top is flush. I use my fingers here to act as a guide. And because I'm using liquid glue, I can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it till I get it exactly where I want it. All right. Hi, Anique. Now, if this is got a little bit of vanilla showing off on the edge, you can always just take your scissors and kind of trim it off. If there's a lot, you could take your trimmer and just trim it all off, but that wasn't too much. So that now and this will get glued into and onto paper, more paper. Then this goes on here. And then we'll put the other vanilla piece right on the inside of our crumb cake card base. Just like that. Now, I will be honest, I don't generally double mat for the sweet class, but if you do have cherry cobbler paper at home, you could cut this a hair smaller, like 5 1/16 or 5 inches by 3 3/4 or 3 13/16, and then put a cherry cobbler 5 1/4 by 4 mat. That would really pop and stand out in here. It really would. Don't deny it. Okay, now, whoa, there's a big booger right there. Then this, it's a little bit of glue. And that goes right onto our crumb cake. Like that. Okay, so we got a good base started here. Thanks, Anique. I'm glad you like it. All right, so now we're at a point where we can't really do this. Oh, you know what? We could make our bow though. So let me show you how I would do this. If you have a buddy at home, you might have your buddy hold the ribbon like this while you take and wrap the other ribbon around and make a bow. But I don't have a buddy here. And I do, but the cats don't have opposable thumbs or whatever. They can't help me really. So I'm going to take my tweezers and kind of work it myself. I'm making a knot. Well, it's not a knot. It's really just an overhand knot at this point. And I want to make sure I have about the right amount of loop on the top. And I gave you about 10 inches. Hopefully that's enough to make a bow. So then I'm going to make one bunny ear here and make a bow. And let's see. So once you get it kind of started, now you need to finagle it. So make that one a little less. And I have this all twisted weird. So let's untwist it. So I'm going to bring this like that. There, untwisted. And keep finagling it until you have the bunny ears how you want them. And you have the tail how you want them. But basically, you're making a bow around. Hi, Dee Serena. Dee, I emailed you. Thank you so much for your order. I saw you ordered, I think, the Christmas Classics bundle or the Joy Noel, one of them. I wondered if you wanted this class as your free class because you get to pick out one class. All right. So make your cutesy little bow. Like there's extra, you guys. I didn't want you on the struggle bus making a bow. So I gave you hopefully plenty. So that's ready to go. Yes, they would love that ribbon. They definitely would. All right, so I have here my die and my focal image here stamped. What we need to do is pull in my loved machine here. I'm gonna grab one of these tapes on here. Thanks, Holly. I'm gonna line this up just right so that it cuts it out good for me. All right, something like that might be the ticket, and there's a scrap right there. All right, let's put that in here. Oh, Dee, you did answer me. Oh, good job. Okay, so cool. I didn't check my email. I had a busy day. This is my second class for the day, and I blew out my yard and driveway when I got back from class and been working on stuff. I'm actually working on preparations. So I did pencil out my whole entire calendar. I think we talked about that. I penciled out my whole calendar for the whole year of 2024. So that took me about a good hour and a half. And I'll be honest with you, like that's not a small task. I have it a little bit crooked. And the other thing I worked on is figuring out who's doing displays for the Winter Creative Escape. So you guys, I did have it off kilter a little bit, but that's okay. You can take your scissors if that happens to you too. You don't have to live with it. At least the one side was okay. I'm fixing up this side though, so that it doesn't look so far off. So let's help that a little bit. And then these little guys need a little bit rounding them. I mean, it happens, right? I wondered if it was gonna sneak around on me, and it did. Okay, and then we'll do this a little bit. It kind of defeated the purpose, like, of cutting, of die cutting, but pretty much it got cut. But I think that helped it a little bit, just taking off some of those edges. Awesome. All right, we do need to do a little bit of coloring. For this, we're pulling in blends. You could use watercolor pencils, you could use water-based markers. I thought that the blends worked really nicely for this. So you guys haven't seen me use blends in a long time, so it's good we do this. So I'm using the fine tip just to color in the berries. I am not worried about shading them. There's such a small area that it doesn't really make sense to shade them. If you guys want to shade them, go for it, but I'm just happy to get them colored and not go outside the line. All right, so there are the berries. I always feel like I miss one. Okay, then what I'm gonna do, there's two green markers. These are for Shaded Spruce. They look not anything like each other, but I promise, one says light and one says dark. So what I'm gonna do with the fine tip on the dark one, I'm going to go through and do my middle vein things on all the leaves. Just like that. Okay, and then I am a haphazardy kind of color, so it looks like garbage right now. I promise it does. And then what I'm gonna do is pull in this one, which you think, how is that green gonna even be remotely close or right? But I'll be honest, when you start mixing this in. It's just light enough that you kind of see the tones. So that foliage thing came together. I think I am going to switch, hi Catherine Healy, to the fine tip, because it's really hard to use that thicker tip to do close to the edge. And so what I do is go over the top of the dark area as well as the uncolored area. Kind of blends them together. So you can see there, that kind of blended together. I'm gonna make the camera go zoom, zoom, so you guys can see here the whole coloring process a little bit closer. Something like that. So even though that the marker cap looks like it's gonna color it really light, it really doesn't. It actually complements it very nicely. There's that one. So with the fine tip, that really does help to stay in the lines. But right there, you can still see a line. You can still see the line. So then what I do, kind of go over the whole thing again. And it keeps it a little bit darker in that middle area, but then it kind of smooths it out and blends it. Okay, so, and I have a hard time, I always got to move the paper around. There's that. Oh, off camera a little bit. Bring you back here. All right, the other thing that you guys are working on, planning the Winter Creative Escape, is coming up. It's January 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. It's 4 one-day events starting on a Thursday, and then there's a Friday, there's a Saturday, and there's a Sunday, and there's also an online option. So I'm working on, we're actually planning presenters right now, like getting the presenters lined up and putting a program together and planning on the attendance gift. I got it picked out. I just need to figure out how many to order. So I have an idea, but if the Winter Creative Escape is something that you're not registered for and you're wondering what it's about or you don't know, just reach out to me or go to my website and toggle to January 11th. You can find all the details. I had 120 people that did the event with me in August. Oh, it was actually September. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the same or if it's less or more, but that's what I'm trying to get my head wrapped around, is how many. So there, we've got our coloring done, and we can finish assembly. So I would grab the glue dots here. Hi, Anna Carter. Oh, perfect. I'm glad that it helps you learn blending. That makes me happy to hear. So I'm putting you can see what I'm doing. I'm just adding these to the glue dots like this. So I've got kind of all of them sitting here with glue dots. And I would do the green one first. So that glue dot stuck to the back. And what we're going to do is kind of pull this out to the side like that. And then grab this one. I think you're supposed to take your practice a lot. Practice a lot, exactly. And then this one goes out this side. Something like that. So the green is first, okay? And then the gold kind of sticks out the edge like that. And then we're continuing to make a glue dot mound back there. And then that one kind of comes out like that. They're all kind of overlapping right here in the back. All right, so there's a glue dot there ready to go. And that's great. But I think what we're going to do is add dimensionals down here at the bottom, like that. And I think we'll add a couple more of the glue dots near the top. So don't be afraid to put multiple adhesives on the same thing. So we're popping up the bottom area, like that. And then find the perfect spot for this to reside. Kind of comes down at an angle. And, and something like that. That's where I would drop that. The other thing is I wouldn't put dimensionals up here is because you're going to have that bow up here as well. All right. So once you have your bow situated, grab another glue dot and you're going to put that behind here. You might do 2. Just for good measure. and figure out how you want that on. It's going to kind of go right over the Humpty Hump right here. Kind of, it's like, envision that this ribbon is tying all around and then capturing all of this. The other thing you could do is plant another glue dot kind of underneath these wavy trims to kind of help hold them. And the other thing you could do is put some more, you guys, the glue dots. Don't be afraid to use these glue dots. You could put some right under there off to the side to help hold. And one more over here to help hold that. Kind of plant it down nice and firm. You don't want it to be loosey-goosey. Grab that ribbon scissors, and now you get to trim your tails. That one could go a little shorter than this one. And then do that guy like that. And that. I wait to trim the tails until it's on the card, because then I can visually see how I want it to get cut. All right. How do you like it? It's so pretty, so elegant, and we're not done. This one has festive pearls in the red color, and you can't see them. It's tricky. You think there's gold, silver, and this bluish color? Well, when you actually open it up, ta-da, there's red. I saw red, and it opened up my eyes. Okay, so 1, 2, and then a third one could go over there. So you guys got 3 of them in your kit from me. All right, that's it for those. Oh, Anique's a newbie at blends. Yeah. All right, that can go there. And there you go. I don't know if, oh, we did Stella. We Stella splattered. So you could potentially Stella on here. And because I had red in there, I went straight for the red ones first, because I wasn't worried about the color bleeding, but you might want to just double check you don't have red in here before going to the green. So I think you could add a little bit. You have to be careful. If you have rubbing alcohol in here, it might not be the best for over the top of blends, because it's alcohol with alcohol. But we're gonna call that good. Very good. Thanks, Debbie. There you go. There's card number 3, Finito. And I'll flip this back like that. And we're gonna do the last one. So I have one more of this class, you guys. On Saturday morning at 10:30, I have 7 people coming over to do this class with me. And then I think that wraps it up for this class. So these cards, I do have, we did the Joy of Christmas, or the Christmas Classics Stamp a Stack. So very similar cards. I'm just going to share this with you. I still have, I think, 4 of this class left in case anybody wants to get some help making some Christmas cards. There's 4 designs, and you make 4 of each. And then I did the video a couple weeks ago already, but I still have 4 that I can send out to people to help you get your Christmas cards made. And it uses this same designer series paper. Ooh, we got dominoes of stamps falling. All right, the last one. Thanks, guys. All right, so you have a shaded spruce base. And this one was a funny card. So we had a lot of fun kitting this one up. It was stressful, I think, for Mom and Diane, but the letters, I wanted them all in an order, and they kept flipping the order out on me, so I couldn't check things. But you have an O, an E, an L, and there should be an N. On the back side, it's the red, but we want the red or the brown music notes to be up. And you guys, when you die cut this, is actually, it's like a little 2x2 square, so it's perfect. A little 2x2 square, so you get lots of them out of one DSP. This is my absolute favorite designer series paper in this pack, and I can show you. I didn't show this to you earlier, but I have, oh, it's back over here more. Here it is. This is called the Joy of Christmas. So here's the music notes that we're using for our letters. We used this one. We used this one and this one. We used this, both of these, and that one. So very pretty colors for the Joy of Christmas. Next month, we're going to do this one, the Winter Meadow. So I have to put this out there. I had somebody that ordered one of my DSP samplers, this one with the specialty page, the Meadow, has Them Bones, Old Holy Night, Merry, Bold and Bright, Joy of Christmas, Garden Walk, Very Christmas, All About Autumn, and A Walk in the Forest. It's a great tool to help you with your card making. Also, if you're a demonstrator who hosts classes, you could make this up and have this. And I know we're halfway through the catalog, but I have one left because my gal never got back. We corresponded about 5 times back and forth, and now she ghosted me. So it's been like since before the card benefit that I heard from her. So that was October 7th or so. So I do have one holiday mini catalog DSP sampler left. I'll show it to you actually. So this is what you would get if you want to purchase this. I have one left. Going, gone, I'm sure. It has all your white sheets and it has all your little packets for you to glue all your pieces down. The cost was $26, and if you need it mailed to you, it was $10 to put it in a padded priority envelope, or if you have something else shipping, we can consolidate it. So if somebody missed out on getting this and they felt like, well, man, I missed out, let me know. She also didn't get the August paper pumpkin. I was holding both of these for her, and I'm putting them officially up for grabs for anybody that's missing out on the August paper pumpkin or the holiday mini catalog. I've been meaning to tell you guys, I'm good. I gotta let it go, right? It's been sitting back here on the counter for since August. So what are we in? September, October, November. I gave her 3 months, right? I think we're good. So let me know if anybody's interested in that. This was actually cut out of the designer paper, right? What's really cool about this is it's about 4 inches wide. So you could get 3 columns. So we got 4 times 4, you can get 16 out of these out of one DSP. And so that's die cut for you, and it actually goes vertical. You got your letters here. Now, if you want to change it up, we decided that you could spell Leon here as well. Like, let's say you know a Leon and you want to give him a Christmas card. You could put his name here. You could do Leon. You could also do Leo, okay? You could also do, we were just teasing all the different things. And no, it could also work there. Good question. What is the August paper pumpkin? I bet I could show it to you really fast because the one that Kelly did is right here. It's called Meaningful Flowers, and it is this one, I think. Meaningful Flowers. Somehow I got my other cards in there. It looks like lily pad cards like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Very cool. The envelopes are super pretty. Oh, you know what? These are done because I think Angelique put these together for me. Angelique, you rock star. So Angelique was here for the escape and she helped me put these cards together. So yeah, and then they have matching envelopes. Very pretty. So that's basically what the pumpkin is. So yay, Angelique, you go girl. She put the cards together. So that's what it is. And this was a different one. So perfect. So that's what the August paper pumpkin is. It's called Meaningful Flowers. All right, back on track, you guys. This is an easy card. I was buying some time here. So distressed tile embossing folder. You have a white inside. You have a shaded spruce. And we just need to fold that and burnish it. Vertical card. And what you need to do, this is some pecan pie. It's got satin edging. And what you need to do, if you want it to look like the sample, you just cut this right up the middle. And you get 2 for 1. This is both sides of the designer paper. So you're going to have those satin edges. And what you need to do before you start getting glue happy is you definitely want to just peruse your cardstock and mat here. You want to make sure that this top is flush and then see if the bottom needs to get trimmed at all. And mine could stand to have a hair, just a hair, not more than a hair, but just a hair. So I'm going to hold this at the same time and show you what a hair looks like in my book. Hi, Shirley Malarkey. Thanks for joining. Better late than never. Okay, this is the hair. Really, that's it. That's all that was. All right. Now that you know that that's the right height, now what you're going to do, backside, tear and tape. And grab the end. We're going to do 1 and 2. If it's a little bit longer than what it needs to be, it's okay. But we're going to start it on one end here. If it goes over a hair, it's not the end of the world. And 1 here. All right, so pick that off and you can just flip that tail back. That's why I said it's not the end of the world. All right, now you want this to try to keep it straight. Got to keep it straight. And you're gonna set the designer paper down. So I wrote in the tutorial 5 1/4 because when I actually had it in my head, one of my samples actually I had to cut it off because I had glued my mat down. But technically, if you start with a little bit longer ribbon, like 5 1/2, you're gonna catch that corner, bring this down onto the tear and tape, and try to keep the ribbon as straight as possible. Right? So you have this nice satin edge trim. Right? Now you're going to do that on the other side. Don't worry about that. Just flip that back. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Catch it at the top. And then make sure you try to keep the same amount. Now this is probably easier said than done, but keeping the same amount of that satin edge the whole way. All right. Now just press that down. And we can, for good measure, put a little bit right over the top. And then put a little bit right here. So you could have used designer series paper, you could have used cardstock, you could have used anything. But why not use really pretty peacock satin edged ribbon? It goes nice, that satin edge just goes really nicely with that. All right, so we added a little bit of tape to the side just to help hold that ribbon down. And then what we're gonna do is put a little bit of liquid glue there. Grab your distress tile, figure out the top and the bottom. Now, this is important. Eyes on me. Don't worry about the ribbon. What you wanna do is get your top edge flush with the cardstock and then centered so that the same amount of cherry cobbler is showing on each side. Do your best. It's not perfect, right? It's handmade. That's what I told the girls today. I'm like, it's handmade. If you want perfect, you go buy Hallmark. And even then it might not be perfect. But that's why I wanted you to test to make sure that this was the same like distance. All right. Okay, so far so good. Now we can put our tear and tape sandwich on the back and get the ribbon secured on the back side. Now, if you accidentally glued your cherry cobbler down, you can just cut your ribbon flush and it's not the end of the world. It's still okay. It's still a pretty card. But take your tabs. Now you just flip, 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 and flip. Now that this is done, we can put this right here. That is a secure ribbon. It sure is. I'm showing my ribbon who's boss. All right, I think we're officially done with the tear and tape for tonight. It got a workout. All right, so take your pick tool and pick them off. Help to lift them up. Very nice, very nice. All right. Good deal. Now, glue can go in the middle, up the edges, go like that. And then this goes right on the card. Now, figure out top and bottom. I might put it just like that. To me, I feel like that leaf right there is what set the tone for me to put it like that. And when you put that on here, the shaded spruce, just everything kind of pulls together and it pops. All right, hi Laura Sullivan, welcome back. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Just kidding. All right, I hope I didn't lose letters. So let's grab this. We could definitely Stella this. Because we can. Now this is another one. If you have that little pot of loose holly gems and hollies, loose hollies and gems, the red and green, these guys right here, if you have these, you could even add some music notes to that one card. That would have been cool. But you could use red on here if you want. All right. I think what we're gonna do is grab some dimensionals. I think we're going to use some of these, though, the dark ones here. Why not? And using up little baby scraps here. I'm not going to even try to attempt to put dimensionals on the sides here. Just going to worry about the middle area. I chose the black ones because the green on the front is so dark. And then this centered top. Now, too, if you wanted to add more ribbon to this, if you have ribbon at home, you could always weave some ribbon out the sides of this too if you want. There is a lot going on. It kind of gets a little bit busy, but it's your card. You can make it however you want. I never take offense to anybody changing anything. I love to see your creativity. All right, so there's that. Now these guys, you could actually fit the small black dimensionals in there, but because I have all these little pieces cut, I might as well use them. Let's flip these over and grab our glue scissors right here. Do these. Oh man, just barely fits. Okay, and then see here if that'll fit. Ooh, it's so close. Okay, I think our E's need some. This is like how fine do you want to get? I don't know. You tell me. But if you cut these small enough, oh, nope, not really. I mean, if you cut them small enough, they might fit in here, but it seems like a whole lot of work to get that little bit popped up. So it's your call if you want to do it or if you don't. I'm gonna just, see, that's even too big for that. So we're gonna let it be. All right, let it be, let it be. All right, the O, get these off of here. Get the E, ready. Okay, remember you have a choice. What word do you want to spell? Do you want to go for Noel or do you want Leon? So, all right, N first. N goes at the top. I think close to the top, not all the way. You want to see a little bit of green popping out like that. And then I'm going to put my L down and have a little bit of green popping out. I'm not pushing them down in case I still need to pick them up and rearrange my wares here. So there's that one. And then hopefully the O fits in there nicely. Okay, look at it. Does anything need to get moved? Right, figure out if you want to bring the N down. You gotta be very careful though, because you don't wanna rip anything. The designer paper is a lot more delicate. So you can finagle as much or as little as you want, or just call it good and be happy. When you're good, just push it down so that it stays down nicely. Oh, okay, we got it that far. Now, you got 3 gems in your kit, 3 diamonds. And so I've got, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use that one. I gave you a medium or a big and then 2 small. So I always put the 2 others, like the 2 odd sizes, and then a single one up there. Good deal. All right, we're not done. But you realize we haven't even stamped anything yet on this card? Does it feel like that I failed you, that we didn't even stamp something? But we have an inside. If I only had an inside, we're gonna stamp an inside. Okay, there's where we use the holly leaf. So let's grab the mat back and we're gonna stamp Tidings of Comfort and Joy. I look for the stamp that's the pinkest, and I know that one is the one that is Tidings of Comfort and Joy. And we're gonna put that right about there. Thanks, you guys. All right, for Penny. I just saw Holly Paplo and I said Polly. For Penny, we're going to get rid of that. And grab our green ink. again, our shaded spruce, and finally pulling out our holly leaf here. Put that in the bottom corner over here. I chose the left side. Oh, and I'm not even on camera. Hang on. All I did was stamp it in the bottom there. All right. Chose the holly leaf there. Then we get to get glue happy here. A little bit of glue. Thanks, everybody. I think this one is my favorite. Until I pull them all out, then I change my mind. And the one in front of me is my favorite, right? All right, but I feel like that pecan pie ribbon satin edge is what really makes this one shine. I don't personally, I think so. I loved it because it brings out the wood grain letters. Very, very cool. All right, love the green. Good, good, good. You guys like this one? Happy to hear that. Elon, yes! You're so funny, Rose. Yep, you could definitely do Elon. Show some support to Elon, I guess. All right. All right, let's bring them all in, y'all. Let's see what we got. Clean up my mess a little bit while I do that. Put the paper scissors away. Do this guy. Grab my pencil. Throw that away. Put these away. Almost done. I couldn't quite pull that off, but we'll leave them sit there because we have class tomorrow morning at 11. We're going to do our kit class, so we might finish them up. All right, so this one's so pretty too, though. My goodness. All right, so there's that one. Cindy says they're all beautiful. Faye loves them all. There's this one. And then this one. Very cool. So for those that are new to me that have never seen me before, just know I have a website, cardsbycrispy.com. You can sign up to get emails from me there. Look for me in a yellow shirt. It's actually not too hard to find. If you go to my website, there's a shirt with me, there's the shirt, yellow shirt. Underneath that is my host code. So if you're ever looking to place an order, you know it's here, but that one doesn't stay there all the time. So you always can find the most current host code on my website. And underneath here is where you can sign up for my emails. If you put your email address in there, that's when you're gonna see emails from me advertising about the seasonal sale, advertising my card classes, showing you what's coming up. If it ever gets to be too many emails, you can hit the unsubscribe button, and I never take it personally. It's okay. I really am okay. But if you don't want to miss seeing things from me, you might want to get signed up. You can always email me, text me. On Facebook, you can message me. If we're friends, you could privately Facebook message me. If you are on my business page, you can message me. But always reach out if you have any questions or need help with getting signed up for classes. People always ask, well, what's the easiest way to sign up for a class? Well, you just have to tell me you want to take the class. And then I put your name in my Purplicious book. And once your name's in here, then that means you get card kits. And so we had 26 people placed orders. Well, you know what? Dee, I feel like, girlfriend, did you sign up for this class? I should, because you placed an order. I almost feel like, would you, Dee, I think I ordered the Christmas classics. Okay. So Dee Serena, we're going to add your name to the list here because I have about 10 left. So we got you in here. I don't think I had signed you up yet. So we are going to make sure you are here. I'll set a set of cards aside for you, and you will become number 27, okay? Perfect. So we're going to do a random number generator. You guys like them. The cards are stunning. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Merchant. So I'm going to show it to you. So we're going to do a little random number generator. My phone's almost dead, so we're going to make this happen, or I'm going to go get a charger real quick. 27. We're going to put that in here. Somebody who placed an order to get this class for free is going to get a little baby door prize from me, from my stash, some embellishments or ribbon or whatever I have extra. We're going to hit the word generate. Number 8. Number 8 is Elizabeth Hutto. Yay, Elizabeth. Good job, girlfriend. You are going to have a door prize, so congratulations. You guys, I have not posted, you're probably wondering about this, I haven't posted a winner's post in about 3 or 4 weeks. The post, when I post it, I'm going to go backlog everybody that has won a prize since then, and we're going to catch everybody up and do like a whole shout out to people. So congratulations to Elizabeth. You know what? I'm going to leave these cards here for a hot second. I'm going to go grab my phone charger so you guys can keep staring at the beautiness here. Hang on. When my phone gets down to under 10%, I don't trust it. So let's not let it die while we're doing prize drawings. Okay, so good job. All right, so we did good. We got this one done. Let's see here. I do have Happy Mail. I want to share with you really quick. We have Judy Sharp sent me this pretty winter greeting card. She did a little bit of blending to brighten up the sky here, and then she stamped snowflakes and had May Your Season Sparkle and a little winter greetings on the inside. This was the Sparkling Snowflake stamp set. This is from my friend Amanda Waldhart. Nope, it's Jay Shante. Sorry, Amanda sent me a card. I got it over here too. So this is from, oh, and there's a gem right there. This is from Jay Shante, a Stampin' friend of mine. That goes right there. You guys, she sent me the nicest love note about congratulations on what a Stampin' Up! Year I've had. Just an amazing love note from Jay. I will put that up on my ledge here. But she sent me this using the Bright and Beautiful. That's from like throughout the year, I think, is the name of that stamp set. But using the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. So very priceless here, this little note I got from Jay. I love it. So I got to make sure to put that up on my ledge. And then I have here, let's see, I think I shared the rest of these. Maybe I didn't. This is from Vicki Rodriguez. I'm pretty sure this is Vicki here. Let's see here. I don't want to bet any money. Yep, it's Vicki. So very pretty. I love the designer papers from All About Autumn with a matching envelope, a gatefold, and then the label kind of tucks into the leaf. So cool, Vicki. I love it. Very pretty. And this one is from Amanda Waldhart. It says, "Congrats, you're so fancy now." And she knows I love purple. And so she says, "You truly are an inspiration. You work so hard and it shows. Congratulations on all my achievements." So Amanda, thank you so much for your beautiful card. Thank you, thank you. This one is from Elaine Reback. A nice little Thanksgiving card. Elaine, out of everybody I know, you are the one that sends me a card for every holiday, and I appreciate it. I always love getting your Happy Mail. So I think that's lovely as a tree if we remember that stamp set. Thank you so much. This one is from Jenny Knutson. Very pretty, bright, cheerful card too. I love the big flower. Very cool. And then You Make Me Smile, and she took a class with, or is taking a class with me. This one's from Laura Sullivan, and she's back. So this was the monthly card class from the August maybe, and she put the flipper in here instead, the dolphin. I love it, instead of having the fish. So very cool. Have a fantastic birthday. I love it. So this was a card design. I love seeing it. Had the other one in the sweets. We'll stamp later. Yes. All right. So this is the Happy Mail I wanted to share with you guys real quick. Okay. Mystery card night. I failed a little bit. I have to admit, I did not finish my mystery card, but that's okay. I don't have to get in on the drawing. Only you guys have to worry about that. So I had it this far. In case you were wondering, I'm trying to figure out, I don't like necessarily this leaf here. I hate the fact that that leaf is on here because the leaf should not be Moody Mauve to me. So I'm actually going to take that and snip that off of there and figure out something else to do with leaves. But at least I got that far to figure out, do I want to do something like this on here? And I cut the label from the daisy, and my label's going to come out here like that, something like that. So I got it somewhere. I'm not 100% sold on it. I need to add some vellum behind here to brighten up the baby poo color. So, AKA wild wheat. So not done. So don't judge. I'm not done with that yet. So, but I will do the drawing though. So we are going to do all the names. All right. So mystery card night names. I have 39 people that I saw submitted cards in the post. It was important that they were in the post so that I could pull all the names out of one set here. We are going to go by, I see a congratulations. Happy anniversary. Melody, yes, you had your 50th wedding anniversary in June. You did. Where did I say? Oh, Linda here. You're celebrating your 50th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Linda Hunt. I love it. Very late night. And Linda, you still owe me what you want for your half off item and your $75 of host rewards, because you're, 10 months of doing the Technique Club with Rose. I need to reward you for 10 consecutive months. I love it. All right, you guys, we had about, get this, Rose. I don't know if you're still watching, Rose, but Rose and I started collaborating back in January. Oh, well, a year ago already. It was in like August of last year. So we started doing our classes together, these two classes, this one, and then her Technique Club class, where we kit up each other's classes. And so we started doing each other's classes in January. So we hit the 10-month mark for, because October is the 10th month. I had about 6 people that cashed in on their 10 consecutive months of doing the Technique Club class. I got $75 host rewards and a half off item. And then between November and December, I have another 6 or 7 people. So 13 people were so consistent throughout the year, doing 10 or months in a row of a $50 order. So yay, Rose. I thought that was exciting news. Linda Hunt was one of them, and a lot of other people watching too. So 39, all right? So 39. So we did a mystery card night, you guys. It was actually November 6th. So we're 10 days. Yeah, I pulled the names like 2 days ago already. So we gave people lots of extra time. So I'm going to hit the word generate. Number 17, Mary Lemke from Brandon, South Dakota. Number 32 is Marie Stewart. So Marie Stewart, I kind of feel like you might have been watching. I think that was you, Marie, unless there was Maria or Maria. So I'm not sure. So Marie Stewart, I'm not familiar personally, but I need your address, okay? So if you're watching me tonight, what is your address? Don't put it out here. Privately message me. Mary, I don't know where you live personally, but I know your address. All right, so let's just talk about this really quick, what this really meant for Mystery Card Night. What you do is you go to Cards by Christine and you go to My Events, and you need to flip over to Past Events. So in the Past Events, you gotta go past you go to Mystery Card Night, which was here on the 6th. And what I did was, anybody who, in the discussion, there's a post right here. There was 121 comments. I went through on Tuesday morning. So I didn't do it like today. I did it Tuesday morning. So if you had yours in there by Tuesday morning, I pulled your name and added you to my list. And so that's the mystery card layout. And everybody's got it slightly similar, but like a little different. And so what's great now is you guys can go back and see what everybody's cards look like. So very cool. So congratulations to Marie and for Mary. And then what we did is, for the October monthly class challenge, that's in here too in my Facebook page, Cards by Christine. It's actually pinned here at the top. It is from October, you guys. We were a little bit tardy. So we have to go to October, and then you click on monthly creative challenge. And I put it out there that get your creativity on. And we're looking for Thanksgiving, thank you, or Christmas cards. And if you submitted a card, so Vonda shared a card, and she cased it from somebody. Barbara Rudolph shared a card. I went through and I pulled all these names. And so we had 11 people that participated in the monthly creative challenge. So the winner chicken dinner drum roll. Okay, we're going to put 11 people in here. Hit the word generate. Number 3 is Susan Warmley. Awesome, Susan. Good job. You will win a prize. Now, next thing is that we didn't do was the class card challenge. It's one thing to get card kits from me, guys, but I want to know you're putting your cards together. So I have a class card challenge that I do monthly. Again, we should have done the drawing a week or two ago, and I kind of forgot. Gotta help hold me accountable, right? So like Frances Rodriguez did her Them Bones cards. Look at that. So cool, Frances. And like Emily Buska did her ink, paper, scissors. Jenna did this. So I want to see that you guys are putting cards together. And it's fun to see, if you don't have the stamp set, what are you using in lieu of it? So that it kind of shows people you don't always have to have the stamps if you want to do a card class with me. So these are all the people that did their cards. And so I pull everybody's names. And so you can see here, I love it. I love to see my cards are getting made. Not that they're sitting there collecting dust, okay? I think it was Feline Mays who told me, Feline, you can cry. I don't think Feline's watching right now, but she was watching earlier. She told me her goal for next year is to make every kit that she gets from me within 30 days of her receiving it, okay? A hefty goal, especially when you do almost every one of my classes. You guys, sometimes I have 10 classes in a month. 6 of them are kitted and the other 10 aren't. So that's a lofty goal, okay? All right, so we had 14 people who shared that they did a class with me, So we're gonna do 14 for this. We're gonna hit the word generate. Number 11 is Angela Knutson. Yay, Angela. I will have a prize for you soon as well. All right, so then we're moving on to share, create, inspire. This is the card that actually, this class was inspired because of getting a book, because of Rose's class. So we need to go back into, okay, Cards by Christine, go to more, go to my events, and look for past ones again. And in the past event is where you'll find share, create, inspire. We did this last week, Wednesday. So everybody had till last night to get this in here. Yes, it is a great goal. I'm so happy that Feline shared that with me because I thought that was a great thing to share. All right, so share, create, inspire. Go to the discussion. Now, there were a few people that did not follow the rules and they didn't share their cards in the correct post, but I happened to see it. Marie Jenkins, first time watching. Hi, Marie, yay. All right, so I did find that Debbie, Feline, and Jean had their cards out there, so I included them, but just know I have a post here so that everybody keeps within the specific post. So I did Donna and Anna and Jennifer. So Susan Bellamy's card was the one that she made that looked like this. And now that we're doing the drawing, I could put these in the book. So Susan Bellamy made this card, gave me this recipe, and then I made it blindly with the recipe, and this is the card that I made. So very, very pretty. I would like to tell you that I'm excited because Angelique McClendon just filled out the form to get a recipe card. So we'll probably have one to do for December, but then I need somebody else to get me a recipe card. So there, if you go to the event from the 8th of November, you can fill out the form to get a recipe card. So there were 6 people here that did submit entries. So we're gonna do number 4. All right, Feline Mays. All right, girlfriend, you will have a prize. All right. Now, the other thing that I do prizes for are top fans. Facebook awards you a top fan badge. Marie Jenkins. And, oh, perfect. You guys are connecting. A top fan badge. If you comment, if you share on Facebook stuff on my page. And so I go through and I randomly draw. Now, I used to be able to get a list. I used to be able to do random number generator. And like a year and a half ago, Facebook changed their stupid algorithms. I'm not exciting, but it is what it is. And so I have to randomly scroll through, put my finger down, and then whoever gets it, gets it. So top fans for the month of October were Tina Haynes, Susan Bellamy, and Jean Terwilliger. So exciting. Tina Haynes. I feel like I should have your address, but if you're watching me and you want to just follow up with your address, I would really appreciate it. But Susan Bellamy and Jean Terwilliger, I know where you guys live. So I know where to mail prizes for you guys. And generally with all my prizes, what I do is I mail them out in your next package that you get a card class from me. If for some reason you're a winner of like the challenges or the mystery card night or share, create, inspire, and you're not getting classes from me, I'll mail it out separately. But otherwise, I do wait for your next package to mail out your prizes to help save shipping. We all hate to pay shipping. Now, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 26. Okay, I didn't do it ahead of time, but there were 26 people that shared on my VIP page. Now, you're wondering, okay, am I on your VIP page or not? If you are a customer of mine who places product orders, or you buy kits from me that include product, so like ink, paper, scissors, or game night, or Stamp-a-Stacks, or you're on my team, you are welcome to reach out to me if you're not in my VIP page. And I have its Cards by Christine VIPs, and every month I share the showcase video. So speaking of the showcase video, I have everything designed for December. The only thing that I'm waiting on is for Rose to share with me what she's doing for Technique Club class in December. But I'm planning to do my showcase with you guys probably Tuesday afternoon of next week. That's kind of what I have in my head. I'm going to show you everything that we have for December. And then that video I shared in my VIP group. And then people who are in my VIP group have the opportunity to win a half off bundle, and they have that opportunity by going to the video. Like this is the video from November, and oops, that's not what I wanted to click on, but I wanted to go there, And then what I did is I pulled everybody's names that they said they shared it, like Susan, Diane, Ramona, like anybody who's in here that said that they shared it, I pulled their name. There were 26 people. And of those 26 people, somebody's going to have the opportunity to win a half off bundle for my stash. So when I close workshops, I have half off bundles that I pick and I use them as prize giveaways. So we're going to put 26 in here. 26. I'm going to hit the word generate. And number 17. Oh man, I didn't count. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, look at that. It's Susan Bellamy. Love the cards. And she shared. So, all right. So, oh, because that's Susan Wormley. Awesome. Oh, and Susan Bellamy was a top fan. Wow, Susan Bellamy. You're rocking it tonight. Okay, good job. So, yes, lots of winners. And the only thing I didn't have a moment to do, I didn't pull. So when I do my class cards, you guys, I usually give the class cards away too. And we are backlogged a little bit on that. So I didn't pull names for that. Oh, I have one more piece of Happy Mail. I didn't pull them yet, but that's coming. We'll get caught up on that stuff soon. All right, so we had Elizabeth Hutto. We had Susan Bellamy twice. Susan Wormley, Angela Knutson, Feline Mays, Marie Stewart, and Mary Lemke. And I have a Happy Mail here to show you. This is from my friend Jenna Helms, who lives in Hudson, Wisconsin, and says, "You're the cherry on top." And it's another congratulations card. And I love it. So thank you so much for this. Congratulations on my achievements. You are amazing at what you do. I'm so inspired by you. Thank you for all your help in putting up with my numerous questions and random phone calls. So you guys, Jenna's on my team, and some of you are supporting her. She is the one that is the Brown Dog Craft Company on YouTube, and some of you support her by taking her classes as well. And I love to help out the gals on my team. I am at their, I wouldn't say beck and call, but if they call me, I answer because I want them to succeed. I always tell people who are new on my team that I'm here to help you no matter how big or small your goals are. If your goals are small, you never call me and you never need anything, and I'm okay with that. But if your goals are big, I'm here to help you and answer your questions and make as much time in the world for you as I possibly can. So, so Jenna, I really loved seeing your card. Thank you so much. It was really pretty. I shouldn't say it was really pretty. It is really pretty. Not like it wasn't. No, it isn't, or it wasn't, it isn't. So, but yes, lots of winners tonight, you guys. And I'm excited. We kept this video really down to 2 hours, which is always my goal, so that you guys don't have to sit here and keep watching and watching and watching and waiting for a video to be done. But I think you guys enjoy the videos just as much as I do. So I hope anyways. And you guys, if anybody caught later on, you can always catch the replay if you didn't see the first part of it. The other thing too is I do have kits left of this class. As far as I know, I should probably have at least a half a dozen at this point. And by the like a week from now or even 2 weeks from now, those are most likely not going to be in existence. So yeah, this class was free with a minimum $45 order using the host code. You need to make sure you have that host code on. If you don't, I'll ask you to call Stampin' Up to have them add it. And usually they're really good about adding it for you. Otherwise, you could buy the class. And the class was $18 for porch pickup or $24 if you want it mailed. So yay, awesome sauce. Okay. I'm so excited. We have a newbie that was watching, and you guys are welcoming her with open bee wings. I love it. Opening with open wings, right? Bee wings. All right. So I don't know if I missed anything while I was doing all the prizes, but I think, you guys, I ran out of scotch tape. I think we're good. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. You guys just know I don't always, or very rarely, I should say, go back and read like questions for comments. I try to watch comments like a hawk while I'm live, and know that I try to answer them as best as I can. If anybody's ever watching a video later and they see a question that somebody asked that maybe I didn't address, you're always welcome to reach out to me and let me know. Or if you're watching this later and you have a question, just know the best way is to reach out to me privately. Text, call, email, Facebook message. Get a hold of me outside of the commenting on the video as well, so that I can help answer your question. So I don't like to think people like are leaving you guys lingering. So, all right. You're very welcome, Jennifer Jones. Holly, have a good night as well. Awesome. I think I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm going to see if I can get on my computer and get the tutorial uploaded to my store. Just know that as soon as it is, You can see it out there under, it'll be called the Joy of Christmas card class. And then usually on Saturday at noon is when I schedule the thank you email on my website so that you guys can have access to all the links too. Feline, the furries are doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. Feline, I don't know, did you see that you just won something? So they're doing good. They're all probably sleeping somewhere, actually. Oh, actually, you know what? If you want to see one, we can wake one from its slumber. Hang on. Hi, Anna Card. Oh, there's Anna. Thank you. Look at this. Hi, buddy. We're going to show you on the live. Oh, man. This is my bigger ticker, you guys. He's like an armful. He's like, he sure knows how to take up a video, doesn't he? Look at that big boy. He's he's definitely a big boy. So, yeah, and here he is. I got him right there. Yep. So he's good. So Tigger was always good though. Yeah, the other ones are definitely doing. Oh, you did perfect. You were watching. The other ones are definitely doing a lot better too, Feline. Thank you for asking. So awesome, you guys. I'm gonna sign off. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your week. Make sure you do something fun and crafty. Stay warm if you're somewhere cold. And you guys have a really good night. I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early. And I love you guys long time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is getting huge. He is.